Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly video update for Wednesday, May the 15th. And I've got the S&P up here. We'll talk about what's going on with the market and what's driving it. And of course, again, I like to start with the S&P. So we'll drill down into where we were. Matter of fact, let's start with the ES because last night this was pretty interesting. Last night we came out. Let me go to a 3-day here. We have been in this, pretty good chop mode as we know, back and forth, back and forth. In fact, last week, I think I titled one of the videos "Up Down Up Down" because that's what we've been doing. But this is the daily. Of course, let's call it the SPX. We rallied up here. This was Tuesday night, Monday night, Tuesday during the regular session, and then overnight we rallied up and looked like we were going to probably go this way, and then overnight, we're hugging this snow line here, and then it failed, and we really were falling pretty hard this morning. Let me zoom in here a little bit into the open this morning. Now this is overnight. We're hugging this snow line, kind of broke a little bit above it there. And then we just kind of started, this is the waterfall, downward effect. And we opened right there. And I thought that, this could turn into something kind of ugly into the day because just the way the days have been working lately, been so news driven and so forth. And so what happened? We get in. We gap down at the open and we kind of start making our way back, and if you notice, it looks like we kind of start wanting to turn and go back down here. And at that point in time, I'm looking at this wondering if we're going to come back and take out this low or whatever. And then we got the tweet, and this was the tweet saying that we're going to delay tariffs on autos for 6 months, and this means or sent, I guess, the message that maybe we're a little bit more willing to negotiate, because essentially we were right at getting a deal with China, and then both sides kind of backed away, but this means, yes, there's still hope. So then we just took off running after that, and of course we've got to be concerned about short covering and so forth up above us as we go higher and higher and take out stops. But we come back up here to our 2858 level, and then we just we didn't roll over, but we faded into the close, which is, it's accepted or expected at this point. So let's look here on a 10-day basis, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. That this is the all-time high here, and we've had this, stair step down, 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 and we tried to make an attempt there, failed. Tried to make an attempt here. Who knows what's going to happen? We have big snow line there, big snow line there. So which one are we going to get to first? And of course, I don't know, but I suspect that we get, assuming we don't get bad news, and we maybe get some good news and we get short covering, I assume that we go this way first. But I think I think we're not done with this level yet, unfortunately. I think I've been more willing to be a buyer down here, and I'll be more willing to be a seller up here as we reach these new levels again, because we got bad numbers coming in, bad retail sales and industrial production, and there's a lot of bad news out there. In addition to what's going on with tariff talk and all that kind of stuff, we're through earnings season for the most part. And so we're kind of in limbo as far as other news that could help us out. So again, I'm looking higher, but we are in such a news-driven, tweet-driven market that we know this thing can turn on a dime at any point. Let me go back out here to a longer-term time frame, and again, we're just looking at the S&P right now. Let me pull this down. So. Again, we kind of stopped in the middle of nowhere here. I would have preferred to see us come down into some definitive levels, like we typically do, and we didn't. This is a 200-day moving average right there. So I don't know if this turn is going to be complete and come back up this way, or if we come up a little bit and fail, or if we come up a lot and fail. Big trouble area over here, and there's opportunity in that trouble. Of course, we can get, I'm preferring to get long here for the ride up, and then try to get somewhat short or hedging on the downside in the event that we do get up there. And the faster we get up there, the more aggressive I'll be with my hedging and downside protection. And I've shown a couple of examples in the main trading room. And we can continue to look at that as we get closer, because prices will change and maybe we move some strikes around or something. But we've got the same situation here with, this is the S&P. So if we look at the NASDAQ, kind of same thing. We're at a turning point. The NASDAQ has been obviously red hot, and it's still amazing, this move, from the low to the high and back. So does this just go like this? And I wish it would, but I kind of don't think it will, obviously. And I'm going to be a lot more cautious here. What we did on all these indexes, as we were coming up, we're just riding the momentum higher, higher, higher. And we knew this is the musical chairs. It's going to stop at some point. It stopped right there. But I don't think we get an easy ride like this, like we did over here. So again, and lastly, let's look at the rut. The rut never did participate to the same degree, that the other markets did. We've had a big question mark here on the rut, which is very ironic, because the rut doesn't have the exposure to China that the S&P and the NASDAQ do. So that's a little warning flag to me. It broke down very hard here. It stopped and held, and seems to be going this way. So again, a lot of caution flags. I would really suggest to shorten up your time frames and be nimble. I'm trading very small size. Be much more nimble, tighter stops and so forth, until we get some clarity. And that should be, there's a time frame, there's a window, probably 2 months or so. Probably this thing needs to be kind of hammered out in the next couple of months. And as far as the China tariff negotiations, things like that. So we may be in this for several more months. But again, within all of the uncertainty, is going to be opportunity. So keep powder dry and be ready for that opportunity when it does come along. So I hope this helps, makes sense, and I'll see you guys in the trading room. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.